My name is Macy, if you don't know me, and if you do know me, hi, welcome back. One of the things that I've been obsessed with my whole life has been makeup. Makeup has been something that I've always loved. I've started probably getting obsessed with it in like middle school, and I was doing like the 2016 cut crease, the big brow, because that was the time that I was in like middle school. When COVID happened, it was my freshman year, and that was 2020. So during the era of the 2016, 2017 makeup, I was in like 6th, 7th grade. I would do crazy makeup. I would not wear it out. Thank God. Like, I'm so happy I never went to school in anything crazy on the face, but let's get this started. I feel like the true essence of pre-shower makeup is that I won't have a reference photo, that I just kind of like do what I want. I have no idea what I want to do with my makeup, but we're just gonna get started. This little thing that usually like I press down and the thing comes out, it's too low. I need to refill it, but it's fine. I'm just opening it up and putting it on. Only gonna put a little teensy on. This being a little teensy because I'm gonna wash all my makeup off. So that's what I mean. I don't think I'll be getting crazy into like my skin. Like, I don't need a flawless base. It's more about the eyes for me today. I want to do one of these where I get in like full drag, because I think that'd be really fun, because I love drag and like drag queens and the aesthetic of drag. I personally think that'd be really fun. So we're gonna start by putting some concealer on my eyes, because I think that's what I want to like I said, focus on. And we need a base, so a little down, and then I'm also gonna put a little bit of this under the eyeball. There's something that I've been working on that's like going to be helpful for me, but I just had to get it finished, and now it's pretty much done, I think. Like, the templates. I made myself what I call a life manual, but it's basically just like a really in-depth, personalized, like almost planner situation I made myself. That is the scariest notification sound ever. Oh, it's from Yik Yak. It basically has like templates for me to do financial tracking. It has stuff for my study abroad on there, because I plan to study abroad in Greece, and there's quite a lot of things that you have to do. And so I have like questions I need to ask my study abroad advisor. There's documents I need to submit to my program, all that stuff. So I put it in this life manual, and I'm hoping that it'll make my life a little bit easier. I'm just like debating if I want to do something like crazy colors. I feel like I should, because this is the time. If not, not when. We're gonna take Vibing, and I think that's gonna be like our all around crease color. This could also look horrible, but I think that's the point. But now that we've picked our crease color though, let's talk a little bit about my life. I feel like I did an update video pretty recently, like when I came back to YouTube pretty much, when I started posting again, but I still have changing life updates. Right now I host at my job, but I started training on takeout the last couple days, and I honestly don't know. I feel like I might prefer hosting to takeout, but I've only ever done Takeout Expo, which is like in the actual kitchen. So I don't know what the other vibe would be, because we also have like a counter. But we'll see. We'll see how I get used to it. I like it because I don't have to talk to as many people if I'm in the back, and it's just like a different vibe. But I just kind of am more familiar with like obviously the hosting position, because that's what I've been doing. But when I get more comfortable in takeout, I think that it'll be a lot better. You know, obviously I'm new to that area, so. On top of my job, I've been doing a lot of like reflection recently, just on myself and like who I want to be, and kind of why I am the way I am, specifically surrounding me and like building new relationships with people. Because if you don't know this about me, that's okay. It's not like the most important thing about me, but I was bullied pretty intensely in high school and middle school. I left my school in middle school to get away from bullying, and then proceeded to get bullied even harder and on a completely different level, like so much more obsessive and personal. And it really did change me as a person. Like, I did not have friends in high school, which that sounds really sad. I know, that's why I'm trying to be like lighthearted, because it's not sad. I'm fine. I've recovered. But the only reason I'm bringing that scenario up is because I've been doing self-reflection on how difficult it is for me to build new relationships, whether that be like a friendship, if I have to just like talk to people in class and have acquaintances, like that type of thing. I am very socially anxious anxious and I'm trying to actively combat that, but it is genuinely one of the hardest things for me. But I really did not have any true friends in my high school besides my boyfriend at the time. Even then, you guys, even then I was really alone. And so I kind of, in my adulthood, am realizing that I don't know how to make friends, because I kind of shut myself off to that even being a possibility for about probably 4 years, because I just got bullied everywhere I went, it seemed. So I was like, oh, okay, so I can't trust people. That's what I took from that, is I can't trust people. Even the people who love me, sometimes I was like, oh, can't be trusted. And on top of just trust problems, it also makes me just more awkward. I haven't had much experience with friends that haven't been my 2 besties that I've had since 5th and 6th grade. I just have not had to make new friends like that. But I'm really trying to break that a little bit, trying to force myself to talk, trying to force myself to meet new people. But it's definitely been something that's been a struggle recently. So if you're someone who's also socially anxious or just an awkward person, you don't have a lot of friends, that's okay. I'm very content with the friends in the situation that I'm currently in, but you always want to be pushing yourself to be better. So that's my little reflection thoughts of the day. That's probably the deepest that I'm gonna get. Things are starting to get crazy. I started adding yellows and not my eyeballs, neon. That's okay. That's what we want. Crazy and insane. But that's the point. I want to find a teeny little brush to kind of, this one's teeny, to trace my crease with a darker color. I just kind of feel sorry, locking in for this. Okay, there, you can see the cut more clearly on this side. Continuing on with new topic, I've been out of dance for over a month now, and I thought I'd come give my thoughts on that a little. Obviously, I still love dancing. I love to dance, but some of you may know that I used to work at a dance studio and choreograph and teach as well, but I'm just not doing that this season, and it does make me sad to not be able to teach and stuff, but honestly, the weight off of my shoulders in terms of responsibility for dance, because I love dance. I care a lot about dance, and I have to put a lot of my passion, energy, and brain work into creating these new dances. So it's honestly a lot of pressure and responsibility off of me to not have to do them. You know what I mean? I love them when I'm doing them, but they do take a lot out of me. But I have visited the studio. I also have a soloist, so I visited twice because we were doing her solo. And I also just stayed after one time to dance and have fun. I have a key to my studio because I am responsible and trustworthy. I've been wanting to go there more and more recently, just to dance by myself, because the biggest thing that I loved about dance personally was not competing or performing on stage. It was class. I really just enjoy taking dance classes and being able to get into a studio. So I've decided to try to recreate that for myself instead of trying to force myself into forms of exercise that I won't or I don't have any passion for. I'd rather just go to the studio because I'm driven enough to force myself to go do it. You know what I mean? But if I don't like what I'm doing for exercise, I won't do it. It just won't happen. This is what the eyes are looking like right now. I am going to take a little break to try to fix this slightly, but we kind of are where we are. We've done our eyeshadow. I'm going to curl my lashes and truly see what the tea is, because we'll see if I want to do a winged liner. If I'm going to be doing 2016, then I need to do winged liner. The way that these girls would put a wall of eyeshadow on their eye and then just put a 305 thick lash over it and just be okay, looking good. Okay, let's grab some mascara. The eyes are currently giving neon yellow, kind of darker orange, and then I have a little bit of pink in the under eye. Getting crazy. Sorry to disappoint, ladies. I don't have a 305 lash. Just the natural lashes. I feel like I need a lot of blush for this. So we're going to grab this Milk blush stick in the shade Work. I don't think they even make them this large anymore, but I have it. It's very pinky, kind of orangey a little. So we're gonna use that for my blush. Ooh, you may say I'm a dreamer. I love this little Milk blush stick. I used to only use that, and it makes me sad that I don't ever see them that big anymore. They only sell the mini winnie teeny weenies. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe they do sell these, but I don't see them anymore. Out. Now that we're giving blush down, pink, I'm going to decide what I want to do for my lips. I low-key want to give like a little bit of a concealer lip and then do eyeshadow on top, because that's what I used to do when I was young, because I didn't have lipsticks or like lip liners or anything like that. I used to just use eyeshadow. And I feel like that has to be the vibe. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna start my concealer lips. This feels wrong. Looking good. Now I'm just going to take one of these brushes. I think I'm gonna use more of like the pinky color that I was using. We're just gonna start getting crazy with it. I love doing crazy makeup. It's so fun. Now I only have a top lip. That's cute. Oh, my dream date. And he knew that. I'm sorry, I didn't even watch Love Island like that, but I've seen so many clips. My sister watches it. Like, I've watched a couple episodes. All of you that are writing for Huda are crazy people. She, along with every other, like, islander that was on that show, needs psychiatric evaluation. I don't understand how most of them got on. Because the crashing out and the tomfoolery and the manipulation that these people are exhibiting is just like craziness. Which, I mean, what else can you expect from a show where the majority of the contestants are pretty much only going on so they can like be hot on TV and gain followers, you know? Just doesn't sit right with me. The random Love Island rant, I don't know. Should I add some neon yellow to this just for fun? I'll do it right here. Should I try to give myself like sharp Cupid's bow? I should. Shouldn't I? Well, unfortunately, I think our time has come to an end because I finished my beautiful makeup. Ooh. Do I look good? No. The lip is giving to me like Nicki Minaj Pink Friday when she would wear like the neon pink lipstick. But I did what pre-shower makeup is supposed to do, and I went in with zero plan and just kind of threw things on my face. So that's our main focus. As the name implies, I'm gonna go take a shower. We gotta get this clown paint off my face. I know this video was a shorter one, but thank you so much for watching. I've been putting out more long form content, I feel like, whether that's intentionally or unintentionally, so I'm trying to get back to doing more shorter sit down videos and incorporating more vlogs, because if every single video is a long sit down video, then I'm going to burn out and run out of ideas. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye!